type shit. Yeah, man. It's what, video 6, 5, 6, 7 type shit. But I'm really just making this video just to kind of give y'all guys a backstory of who I am as a person, right? This guy is making an impossible decision. Holy fuck. He's like a legend. He's gonna try it though. But this video is about really who I am as a person. Kind of like my backstory, bro. Like my Gotham fucking city of it all, bro. And there's a lot. There's actually, like, I had a pretty interesting fucking childhood, man. And I'm gonna start off by saying like this. When I was born, no, I'm not gonna fucking say it like that. But when I was born, I wasn't born into actually I am gonna say it like that. I wasn't really born into a rich and wealthy family. Like, I never really had a crazy privilege in life. And obviously a lot of people in this world don't really have that kind of leverage in life. But there are people who do. And there are people who use, holy fuck. That fucking exhaust is big as shit. Holy fuck. Oh, okay. Well, it's dirty as fuck too. Shouldn't have put my hand in it. Holy fuck. And it's a fucking Honda. Oh, you already know what the fuck he's doing. You already know what the fuck he's doing. He's evading police. This guy's a menace. But I never really had that kind of life, you know. I've always been the kind of kid to stay to myself and not really put myself out there because I was afraid of getting hurt. And every time that I put myself out there, I got hurt. Maybe like 8 out of 15, 8 out of 12. But you know, it happened. It happened before. And I'm here to, you know, let everybody know that shit happens to the best of people, bro. But hold up, I'm trying to get this. Oh fuck, the mount off. I think I might have to keep the fucking, I'm trying to get this fucking, oh fuck. All right, cool. But you know, I've always been a person to kind of stay to myself with things. Like, I never really wanted to infringe on other people's desires, on other people's, you know, world of things. I always kind of wanted to stay to myself, and it worked for me for a little while throughout my high school. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out a way to mount the camera without it kind of like, you know, finding a way. I think I might have just found a way. Okay, cool. Found a way. But holy fuck, this way is cooked. This way is cooked. Okay, but alright, well, shit. I have to fucking record this on right now. Hold up, let me fix this fucking. Alright, I got it up. So, back to what I was saying. I never really was a kid who wanted to always step out into that light and put myself out in a place, in a position where other people could see me. Like, it never really hit for me to do something like that. Like, I never said to myself that I wanted to stand out more than the next person, because, oh my god, but I'm trying to set this camera up, bro. I've been fucking fighting with this camera for like 5 fucking minutes. Holy shit. Okay, Well, we're holding it. All right. But yeah, you know, damn, bro, do I gotta? All right. Like I was saying before, I never wanted to stand out more than the next person because I felt like me standing out more than the next person would ultimately hurt me because I wasn't that person. And eventually, really this year and last year, I learned that I didn't want to be the person behind. I didn't want to be the person that that was left in the back. And not until recently I started implementing that. Like I started really manifesting that I wanted to become something better. I wanted to put myself out there and actually see where this leads me. Now it may not be the best of things, but it's something, bro, and it's worth a shot. I can't sit here and say that I didn't try, because in all reality I am. And I can't sit here and say that I didn't put my foot forward when I did. So this is all, you know, damn. It's a deep conversation. But best way for me to explain it was I never really had that. And when I was a kid, I really wanted to stay to myself. I felt more comfortable being myself and being to me and not really to other people's, kind of just staying to myself, because I was actually in a system. Yeah, it's a pretty fucked way to say it, but yeah, I was a foster care kid. I was a foster care kid, and for all my life I had to understand who was my figure. I never really had that figure, not even by my mother, not even by my father, not even by my step parents. They were there, but I never really had that figure. Obviously not until when I became an adult, but I never really had that figure as a kid. And what that did was that implemented the thought of maybe I shouldn't put myself in that spotlight because I was afraid. And I didn't do that. I was picked on as a kid. I was a fat kid, bro. Like I was stupid fat, but I was picked on a lot. I was called crazy names. Obviously, stuff that happens to kids happens to kids, but it was different for me, man. Obviously, everybody has different experiences in life, but for me, I took it as I don't have no figure to defend me, so why should I try? So me trying to stand out didn't really work, and standing out to me felt like I'm gonna get picked on, and me getting picked on, I didn't really have that figure, that steady figure to say something to where they could defend me or make me at least feel comfortable enough to stick up for myself. I never really had that. When I turned 18, 19 and I kind of left the foster care system, I started going out to the world myself. Obviously with the things that I've learned, diplomas and all, I started learning by myself. Once I left the system, it was a whole different world. You know, I had financial issues at first. I had to think of ways to kind of hustle up some bread. I had to think of ways to really provide for myself. And for me, it was working a 9-to-5 and hustling. So my hustling would consist of, at that time, there wasn't really no Uber Eats. Like, I don't even know. I think there was Uber Eats, but it was so hard to become an Uber Eats driver or something. But it wasn't really Uber Eats that I was doing. I was working at some spot where I was able to buy things for myself at a cheaper price and being able to sell it at a little higher price. So my hustle was buy some things and sell these things, make some extra cash on the side, you know. That's what I did. It helped. I was able to successfully get my own things. I was able to do what I can, and eventually I was able to rekindle a bond with my parents, and you know, I still to this day have it. I was able to kindle some bonds with other family members. I was able to do things that I couldn't just sitting back. And when I was able to sit forward and actually put myself out there, when I turned 19, 18 and I started learning things by myself. I started becoming a better person. And I'll tell you one thing, bro. I've experienced so much in life that I wouldn't want it to be put on the next person. I would rather be using it as an example to that person who at least have gone through something similar, or at least have, you know, dealt with things that they couldn't handle themselves, or is about to handle these, or is about to go through these things. I would rather them know that, you know, I was a person that also I went through it, and, you know, I'm here. You could always, you know, look at this video or talk to me or fucking call me, bro. I'd rather be one of them people that you can rely on, if anything. Fuck, my phone isn't no fucking hotline though, but I'll gladly be able to be that image. And I have no issue with being the image. I think being the image is sometimes the better thing to do, because at least you could set yourself as an example for others. That's what I'm trying to learn as a man. It's not easy, bro. Like, impulsive decisions as a man is hard in it itself. Everybody has these fucking impulse, bro. Shit, you would want to goon the moment you say goon. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about the next thickest bone chick possible. I'm lying, I'm not, but like, you get me. I really just want to be a good inspiration to the next person. And when I started instilling that in my head at a young age, and I started becoming that, I had at a point in my life I had lost that installation. Like I didn't feel like I wanted to put myself out there again, because I started dealing with mental health issues, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, mental health is a really important thing in people's lives, and it's not taken lightly, and it's not spoken about enough. Well, it is taken lightly, and it's not spoken about enough. You know, I dealt with some really mental health issues, and for me to cope with that was smoking a lot of weed. I'm gonna be honest, smoking weed is what it is, but that was my cope at that time, and it helped. I eventually was able to depend on what I know and what I see in myself, and then I started coming off of that as a coping strat. So once I started realizing, yo, I need to put myself out again, I started doing it. And I've seen improvements. Like, I've seen changes in my life where it's became good. Fuck, not everybody has a vehicle, you know? So that's in it itself, that's a big step. Not everybody has these things, and I'm not saying you should take it for granted, but the back then me, I probably would have took it a little bit for granted. But now that I've installed this initiative in my head, I'm feeling like I should speak up. I'm feeling like I should try again. And it's kind of it. As a kid, I didn't really take into hobbies that a normal kid would have. Like, a normal kid, bro, would have, and that sounds wild. Like, a normal kid would have fucking wanted to say, yeah, bro, I was into fucking Beyblades, Bakugans, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Me, I was into Beyblades, but I was also into yo-yos and like fucking Torah cards and, you know, taking apart fucking speakers and putting that shit together. I was into that type of shit. And, you know, I was a strange kid, but I experienced it. And I was able to show other people, like, yo, this is a thing. Like, yo, I'm a fucking menace on the yo-yo, bro. Oh, gosh. I'm a menace on yo-yo. Alright, I'm pretty good at it. But, you know, I had a pretty interesting way of dealing with hobbies. My hobbies are always weird. Other things like sports, bro. I was into sports. I was into basketball and football. I was into lacrosse, kind of volleyball. That was about it. Like, everything else was kind of like, soccer was cool, but I never really understood it. So it was kind of like, Baseball was cool, but I'm not like a fucking Dominican who can hit home runs left and right. So it's kind of like, and, you know, water polo was pretty cool as a kid. I felt weird after getting out that pool, you know, with your Johnson and all, you just hang in there in that trunks. I don't know, I couldn't do it. But I had some weird hobbies as a kid. Now my hobbies is kind of just cars and video games, sports, TV shows, and building cars. I need to find more hobbies. Less expensive hobbies. That's for sure. If I don't have no way to provide for that hobby, fuck, you know? But, you know, those are my hobbies. And, you know, I find it pretty cool. Everything else though, as a kid, bro, like I've been through some trial and tribulations. I wouldn't say I've been through the worst, because obviously the worst would mean like my position right now I wouldn't really be in. You know, the worst is really bad. But I've been through some stuff, and I've excelled in it. I've dealt with it. I've gotten a lot better. So I think that, you know, me being that example for the next person is always a good thing. And, you know, I'm here to let you guys know that, you know, mental health is a real thing, bro. Some people can't bear a burden like another person could. The person to the right of you could be dying on the inside, while the person to the left of him, or to the, well, while you could be happy as hell on the inside. Everybody handles situations differently, bro. Shit. But, you know, I really want people to take into consideration that people's mental awareness is a real thing, bro. And at a point in my life, I didn't want to live. Hold on now. Not like that. At a point in my life, I didn't want to strive for better. I wanted to stay in my own fucking shit and deal with my own shit and not succeed at all. That's what I wanted. And it took a beating for me to get out of that. And when I tell you I was down in the shits, I was down in the shits, bro. But I got better. So I just want you guys to know that. If nobody's there for you, I'm here for you, bro. Is what it is, you know? We're both here together, bro. We can tug of war penises. We could hold hands, and, you know, your lips can meet my lips. You know what I mean? I'm here for you, bro. Disregard all three of those statements. We're not doing that. But I'm here for you, though. But I really got to work on those words. But, and ha. I gotta work on that. Stop saying that. Somebody's getting cooked. Somebody's getting buried. God forbid, I hope not. Fucking Halloween is around the corner. Crazy. You know, here for you. I said it again. I said it again. Knee slap. I'm here for you though. That's for sure. Alright. Now it's time for the moment of fucking truth. Let us see. Let us see if the car will start. Hold up. Let's see if the car will start. Hey, it started. But we need to stop doing that though. This motherfucker about to blow up, twin. If I keep doing that, bro, this shit gonna blow up, twin. I'm gonna be cooks. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do at that rate, you know? Cooks. Absolutely cooks. Fuck. And then my signals aren't working. Oh, fuck. Cooked. Cooked. But alright now. I just wanted you guys to know that. Love you, man. Please take care of yourself.
What are you doing?
I'm walking here. You got a problem with that skateboard boy?
Skateboard boy? Whoa, check it out! Neutron has the moves!
Well, how about next time you get a board that can handle the Neutron style? Later, Nicorama!